Let's move these pigs. It's the pigs' graduation day. They're moving from their first paddock to the next one, which is just behind me, closer to the house, making it even easier to do the chores in the morning.
Obviously these branches are pretty low hanging and they're going to be in our way and knocking off the electric fence, but we don't just want to be lopping off limbs left, right and center without actually thinking about it. So whenever you're taking off a limb, you want to make sure that you go back to a forked point like this and you make sure that you leave, they're kind of like little knobs and they're essentially points on the branch where the next sprout's going to come from. So if you cut further down the branch than that, the branch will survive and keep growing. But if you cut closer to the trunk, you'll kill the branch and then the tree will put it elsewhere. Something interesting that I observed when we were editing the last video, the point that the pigs stopped and didn't want to go any further was actually where the fence was before I took it down. So the pigs they're really intelligent, and when they got to that point, they're like, hold on a second, when I was here last time I got shocked. So I think that when I take down this fence, we don't have a second one to put up. I'm probably going to have a bit of time where the pigs have to figure out the fence isn't there and they're not going to get shocked crossing. So that should give us enough time to kind of set the fence up where we want it to be and then bring them over with the food. That's the plan today. Let's see how that goes.
Uh-oh.
They're gonna figure it out pretty quick. Oh yeah.
They're just chilling. What?
So far so good.
I mean, kinda.
So they're in this corner now because the food's here. So now I'm going to undo this fence, and as I come past, you coax them around the corner.
Okay. Pig, pig, pig! It's okay. Pig, pig, pig! Oh god, oh god.
Pig, pig, pig!
Pig, pig, pig!
Pig, pig, pig!
Oh god.
You're up, you're up. You're nearly there.
Pig, pig, pig! 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 Look at Wessy's. Oh, that was stressful.
Yeah. We did it.
Next time, note to self, don't bring the dog.
Yeah. I did mention it, but there was so much going on we didn't commit to putting him away.
Yeah. Go eat, mate. What are you exploring? You'll have time. Look at the fur on his neck. He's got a little mohawk going on. Yeah, he's so cute. All right, let's assess the damage.
So this here is probably the most significant damage. Like this used to be a berm, like a a mound. You can see heading down that way, it's like just like a bit of a gutter with a bit of a hilly bit. But you can see in here they've dug right into the hill section, which we definitely don't want. You know, this is serving a purpose. So we'll come through here and we'll, they've moved all the dirt into the middle and we'll just scrape it back out to where it's meant to be, and it will just be a bit fluffed up. It'll just be a little less perfect and pretty as it used to be. But you can see as well, under here, they've flattened the berm.
Nice.
Yeah, so this will just be like, we'll just rake the dirt into the place we want it to be. And then learn the lesson, because while this was the best spot to put the shelter, it means that wherever I put the shelter, they're gonna essentially flatten out.
As far as preparing a garden goes though, like this is a pretty good till job.
Yeah. So this is like 8-9 days, I think. So if you were to leave them in here for 3 weeks, this would all just be dirt. Like this isn't gonna be a garden, but yeah, I'm excited for the day that we do decide to put them in a spot where our garden bed's gonna be. Because then it's not going to damage the berm.
Cool. It's amazing to see that with a bit of DE, a bit of apple cider vinegar, and also getting these guys moved out, they've kicked the lice. There's none left on them, which is really amazing to see. So those were really quick results and we're super happy with it because the pigs are looking a lot happier. They're looking a lot healthier as well, and there's nothing bothering them as well. So guys, our pig pen here is not going to waste, and there's something actually really cool happening in here. Let me show you. So I get it, it's a little gross to be looking at a pig pen full of poo and wood chips, and that's all that's really left in here. But you can see all of the life that is growing out of the wood chips and the pig manure that we've had in here. The pigs have been out of here for a little bit over a week, and there's mushrooms growing. There's even a volunteer pumpkin seedling. Little does the pumpkin know that it's actually very cold outside and not its season, but it seems like it's warm enough in here for it to grow. I really wanted to share with you guys what's growing here in our garden this winter. I don't only want to show you the good stuff though, because some things haven't been growing, and I think that's important to share as well. So you may have noticed we've had lots of success with some things like our carrots, our broccoli especially, our greens, our potatoes are starting to come up as well, which I'm a little bit surprised about. Our snow peas are jamming and growing so quickly, but then some things haven't gone so well. The herb garden, I'm not sure if it's getting too cold for my herbs or if I have accidentally overused them in my cooking, but those aren't growing so well, so I'll have to replant them come springtime. Our radishes too are growing so slow, but I mean, I have faith in them and hopefully they'll keep growing. But then there's this area. This spot here is honestly losing battles, so I think I'm just going to have to either replant some of these plants, remove these barriers or something, because I just can't stop the chickens from getting in there. Oh my god, I just started digging in that compost pile and it is hot. There is actually like heat in there. That's awesome, look at it. It smells good, like there's just such an earthy smell to it. This is going to be the best soil that we've ever had on our garden this springtime. Check it out, all of that white stuff is mycelium, which is incredible in your compost to give it nutrients and start breaking it down. This is the fungus that eventually turns into mushrooms. So the fruit of the mycelium is the mushrooms, which we see on the outside of the surface, and the mycelium is all underground. But this is so warm, like I can actually feel the heat. I wonder if you can see the smoke coming off it. The chickens have been loving going in this compost each day. They get all of their extra bugs and protein from it, which is amazing for us and our eggs.